all the women, and I want to first of all start from my biological mom, my beloved mom. I love Michael. I want to send a happy Mother's Day to my mom in Nigeria. I love you, mom. I miss you. Unfortunate, I cannot make it to Nigeria at this moment because of the pandemic. But I want to assure you that I love you so much. You are always in my heart. Thank you for taking care of me for over 17 years in your house and always being there for me even when I am not in the house. So I want to let you know that you are all in my heart, and I say stay blessed and stay well, and happy Mother's Day. I want to also send a Mother's Day greeting to my beloved wife, the queen of my heart, the little kingdom of my heart. I want to send a thanks to and a happy Mother's Day for my wife. I want to say I love you, baby. I love you, my angel. You are the thing that I could ever look for, and I'm so proud that I have you. Thank you and happy Mother's Day. I send you a promise, like I always say, grow old with me, because I have promised you my love, and my love is for you. Thank you. I want to equally send my Mother's Day greetings to all members of Jolidic Big Corazon Charity Foundation in Nigeria, in America. I want to send a very special happy Mother's Day to them. From my executive is very important. I cannot forget my women leader in Nigeria, Ekaite Nkanta, the women coordinator of Jolidic. I want you to be strong and continue to do what you're doing for this great organization. Happy Mother's Day to you, because I am looking forward so soon to hold your baby. I promise you, and I'm praying for that day to come. I want to also send an happy Mother's Day to a special friend of mine, Maranatha Oviangeli, a very good friend of mine and a family's daughter. I want to also assure you that very soon you're going to be a mother, and you're a potential mother right now. I say happy Mother's Day to you. More important, I want to give a message to all the mothers and everybody today, because we know that the world is in a very difficult situation, and it is hard to understand that 2020 has turned around to be like this. But there is nothing we can do about it. It has happened, and I believe it is the will of God for all these things to happen. So I want to assure each and every one of us that it's just for a moment, and I have this confidence that everything is going to be better soon, and life will return back to the way it used to be, and we will not miss our friends again. And I want us to stay connected. Please don't allow the situation that you cannot visit a friend, you cannot visit a family member, to make you detach or to make you disconnect from the family member or a friend. I want you to understand that it is very important that we call each other, that we communicate with each other, and make each other feel that they are part of a family. And as the family of Jolidic, I want to say everybody in Jolidic, stay strong and stay well. This 2020, we were having a great plan and great purpose, and sometimes it seems to be like it's not going to happen again. But I have assurance that it's going to happen again. And 2020 is not yet over. There's still time, and I believe with a short time in 2020, God is going to stand up for us and do great things in our life. And the organization is going to do great things again in Nigeria and in Africa. I also want to say that in this period, everybody is needed. Whatever you are, wherever you are needed for the success and for the fight. For us to win this battle, you are needed. I'm sending my message to some of my friends in Nigeria, and I want you to understand that it's not easy in Nigeria. We understand that. I want also you to know that the government are doing their best to make sure things work out for the citizen. And as we all know that in everywhere in the world, there's no place that we have a perfect government. There are always itches right there, here and there. But we as citizens, and we just need to cooperate with our leaders, and no matter what it is, because God gave them at this moment to be our leaders, and we have to embrace that fact because we cannot change it. And I want us to to cooperate with the leaders' instruction, to cooperate with the World Health Organization instruction, and to stay home when it's necessary. If you don't have much thing to do outside, try to stay home. I understand that it's going to be difficult because sometimes it's so hard for people to have food to eat, or for people to have things that they want as daily need in their life. But that is what it is. We all need to put our hands together and pay the price, so that we can have our community back, so we can have our society back, so we can have ourselves and our life back. If we don't do it, we can have our life back. And I don't want to hear that anybody that I know lost his life in this pandemic. But the truth is that there's no way it's so comfortable, and everywhere in the world things are hard. Everybody is crying, everybody is complaining. But despite the fact that you are complaining, I want you to stay positive. If you have anything in your mind that is dragging you so low or making you to feel rejected, put a call to friends, put a call to family, put a call to people, and be encouraged and stay strong. If you're a Christian, pick up your Bible, read your Bible, encourage yourself in the Lord, because all these things is for a moment. It's gonna end. If you're Muslim, I would always say pick up your Quran and read. And I believe all these things is gonna help you. And this point is very important, that everybody put their hands together to solve this problem, because if we don't obey the instructions of the World Health Organization, the instruction of the government, the policy put in places, it might become so difficult for this pandemic to end, because we all understand that this thing spread. It is not a story, neither a news. Everything is real. This is real. Everything is real. So this pandemic is everywhere. We have to protect ourselves, and by the grace of God, we know that Joe Liddick, we have done some part of we can. We're just little foundation. We're still boosting up our energy. We've done little we can in Nigeria to support people and also to create an awareness on what is happening. So, but I want us to have this in mind, that whoever is your leader, whatever he's doing, just do your best to cooperate. Do your best to respect your leader's instruction and to just to follow it. Because look, if you refuse to follow it, the two things that are going to happen is either you get punished or you fall into a big problem. So I also want to advise that even when we criticize our leaders, we should make it constructive. We should make it with respect, because it is necessary that we criticize our leaders so that they can be able to sit up. And if everybody keeps saying things are working fine, and then perform this type of sacrifices and make it like everything is fine, then they may not really know what is the problem, because them in the government house, they don't even know sometimes what is happening to the people in the community. So people need to step up, people need to write, people need to talk, people need to do something. But remember, even when you correct your father, you got to correct your father in love, and then with respect, because it's your dad. At this point, God kept them there as a leader in Nigeria, in Africa, in America, in everywhere. In this time, in this difficult time, it's both difficult for the leaders, it's both difficult for the people. So everybody is facing these challenges. So we have to work together as a nation, as a family, as a continent, to make sure that we solve this problem together. You might not bring money to solve this problem, but I want you to know, if you keep distance, safe distance, if you follow the guideline, you are contributing to the solution of this problem. And at the end of the day, I want you to know, if nobody recognizes you, God is going to recognize you and understand that you did not be a vehicle, or I would say you did not make yourself an agent of distribution of this problem. And I also want to send a message to our leaders everywhere, from the White House to the Madison state headquarters, to Nigeria and Abuja, and to my personal loving state, the Akpan state, and to all the leaders in every level. I want us to step up. I want to say that the leaders have tried, but there's a lot to be done. I want them to step up. There are a lot of things to be done. So I want them to put their mind together and don't be distracted for what they see on the social media or what people are saying about them. The fact remains that when you are a leader, you should be ready and be ready to accept the criticism in good faith and take the criticism and put into practice and make things change. And if you are my leader in Nigeria, in America, please, when people criticize you, please don't take it as an offense. Ask yourself a question or send people to do findings on those information that is sent out on the social media, that is sent out on the news platform. Find out if they are all true, because sometimes there might be a misconception somewhere that you as a leader don't even understand, don't even know, and then by the help of the public that brought that into social media, brought that into our news, it makes it possible for you to see and discover that things were not doing right in that part of the society or of the country. And then you send investigation, you ask question, and then you bring that into your table, and then you look at how you can be able to make a change and make things better. Things are so hard everywhere, and it is the responsibility of the government to step up and help the citizen. The citizen has nowhere to go. If the government cannot help, where are they going to go? Nobody can help at this moment. Every citizen is looking up to their government. So I want our government in Nigeria, I want our government in the United States, I want our government to stand up and think fast and implement some policies that will be able to help and bring life back, so that we can be a family again, so that we can happy again, so that we can, we can be free, because we cannot afford to be like a prisoner like we are right now. Everywhere you look like a prisoner. You stay in your house, you live in your house, you do everything in your house. You cannot go out and meet anybody. Everybody look like a suspect, because you don't even know who have this virus at all. So this virus is real. A lot of people have it. So please, our government needs to step up. Whatever needs to be done in the medical sector, I want our government to step up in the medical sector. Try and do something that will help us. We are depending on our government. I'm saying it true. We're depending on our governors. We're depending on our senators. We're depending on our president. We're depending on the every local leaders, like the mayor, like the local government chairman, the state house of assembly members. Just gather your people and think about what you can do to be able to ease the situation that is on ground, and life will be better. And I also want to say to everybody, stay calm. Don't allow this situation to freak you out, to do things that you're not supposed to do, to hurt yourself, or to become a nuisance in the society, in the community. Just stay calm. It's going to be over. He's not going to take your life. He's not going to take anybody's life anymore. We're praying. Christians are praying. Everybody is praying that God will give wisdom to the scientists. God will heal the land, and we will be free again, and our joy shall be full. Thank you, and God bless. Bye.